Hey guys, I wanted to talk to you today about God's energy and God's timeline and creation and stuff like that. Okay, these people are working from a place of judgments, and they're working from a place of darkness, and they do not care about you or me. They only care about themselves. You know what I mean? For them to say, they said they have made a deal with God, to let them go to Mars. So to let them leave. But in the whole holy books, God promises these people, or not these people, anyone who harms someone and cause them a lot of, oppression, or any form of, attack or whatnot, they're not going to be forgiven. So why God would tell them that they could go to Mars? Because God, we're not talking about the same God you and I were talking about. They're talking about the God that had brought them into Earth. You understand? Before, a long time ago, there were, their planet going through time and stuff, and they were being pretty much the planet, their planet that they came from, is being destroyed. Who destroyed that planet? God. And these people were saved by who? The person that he promised them that he's gonna to let them go to Mars. You understand? They're not working for the same. They're not playing for the same team. You know. After the things they've done on Earth, all this, how many people were sacrificed, how many people died, and how many people suffered. Look at how the world looks like now. You think God would create something like that? That's not the God they are working for. The God they are working for is our enemy. You understand? For that entity to bring them into Earth to cause havoc on us. Who did God have a war with? Who did God have a war with? And who did God say, kneel for my creation? Kneel for my creation. And he refused. But anyhow, it's not the same person. That the same person or entity that brought these people here. He's that entity promised them, do all of that and do not worry of the outcome, because I'll take care of you. You can go, you can get on your ships and go to Mars. You understand? And nothing going to happen to you. Okay? Okay. When you are at your purest, okay? When you are at your purest, you would think you would go to heaven, right? You go somewhere else, and that these people are like telling you. Think of the information source, the internet. Who own this information source? Them. You understand? So when you read something, do not really believe everything you read. You have to siphon through and you sift through the information, and anything makes sense to you, then you can believe it. But if it doesn't make sense to you, you question it. You understand? For them, they told me they're going to send me to Krypton. They want to send me to Krypton, my home planet. That's what they said. Okay? I have an opinion about that. Okay, in a Superman movie, what happened to Krypton before Superman brought in his mom and dad put him in a ship and sent him to Earth? Krypton was destroyed, but what Krypton was destroyed by? It was destroyed by the sun. You understand? The story about the flood. Who did God destroy? The sun destroyed who? Krypton. The flood. Who did God try to kill? Not try. He killed, eliminated a lot of them. Who? The same. So if you think about it that way, why would these people tell you or tell me that they're going to send me to Krypton, my home planet? Why they want to be nice to me all of a sudden? They care about my well-being. The nothing happened to me since 2014. It's been nothing but chaos. You understand? I don't know. I just don't believe everything they have been using. They're using God timelines, using God energy. They're using the stars, and they're using like okay, they're experimenting on humans. When they experiment on us, why? They were looking for things that hurt humans. That do you think that they care about us? Michael Jackson says they don't care about us, right? Michael Jackson was part of that, so he knows. He knows when he started talking about what's going on, he was eliminated. You understand? And but he signed in a dotted line. We agreed for fame and wealth and fortune and all of that to do things. And all of a sudden he have like awakening moment, like, after basically horrible things happen to a lot of people. You help these people, further their agenda against humanity. And he wanted out. That why they took him out. Anyhow, that's not the point I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you is, do not really listen to everything they tell you. Whatever they tell you is not important. What's not being told to you or not being informed, that's the one you need to seek. That way you need to know what they're hiding behind their back, what they're trying to keep away from you. Okay? I'm not saying they don't know anything. I'm not saying they're all of that. No, I'm just saying they know. And they know things, that why they're doing the opposite. That why when you read the Bible backward, when you read the Bible, Holy Quran, all the four holy books, when you read them backward, what do you get? What comes to you? Demon, jinn, and the same God that God had a war with. Remember the war in heaven? That was, you understand? So they know things and they doing things. They're doing quite opposite. They're going against the grain. That why they feel, they hold information. They could do things, and that nobody's gonna get to them. Okay. So I'm just telling you, do not do what they want you to do. Do the opposite. Whatever they're telling you to do the opposite. Do not do what they're telling you. Because if you are doing exactly what they're telling you to do, you are playing your part to further into their agenda. Okay? Don't come back and say like I did not know and I should have listened and all of that. I'm doing exactly that. I'm doing the opposite. You understand? If I do things that really these people enjoy, I would have been out of this program a long time ago. But the problem is I'm refusing to kneel, I'm refusing to obey, and I'm refusing to follow just blindly because somebody said so. Okay? We all have a choice. God given us a choice for a reason because you need to choose. But these people telling you, no, this is what is going to happen. You know what? How obnoxious they are. They told me we're going to send you to Krypton against your will. Why Krypton is destroyed? What they want to send me? Where do they want to send me? You understand? So let's say, for example, Krypton was not destroyed, right? And Krypton, somewhere now, floating in the sky. Okay? Would God wouldn't give you a choice? All of a sudden, all through your life, you were given a choice. Right or wrong, left or right, and all of that, we were given a choice. Always being given a choice. All of a sudden, we're gonna send you against your will. Does that sound like God to you? Because that's not the same God I know. You understand? You can't just pick and choose what you want to follow, but you have to discern what people are telling you. Be vigilant. Like, come on. Like, do not listen to anything they're telling you. What they're telling you is crap. It's like, it's not really important information. The important information is hidden behind closed doors, in vaults under the ground or somewhere hidden. And not a lot of people can access it. Only the top, people of this planet. You don't want to go to Krypton. I'm telling you, do not. They're going to tell you want to go to Krypton and whatnot. I don't want to go to Krypton. Krypton was destroyed by the sun. The magnetic field. The magnetic field was spinning in the wrong direction. Something happened. If you look at, they did something. They changed something with the magnetic field, and Krypton started spinning toward the opposite direction. And it says it was being pulled by the sun. The sun is still there. You understand? So, what's going on Earth now? What's going on Earth? There's a lot of drilling, a lot of messing with the magnetic field of Earth, and they are doing exactly what happened to Krypton. You know what I'm saying? They are doing the opposite. They are doing exactly. They're bringing destruction to us to give that particular entity what he wants. The same entity that God says to kneel before us, Adam and Eve, kneel, when God says, kneel before them, and he says no, right? So they wanted to send you there to this, these people are playing their part. So that entity will give them what they wanted. They having God and this entity go to war with each other, but they're not playing with God team. They're playing with this entity's team, so they can exist, so they can go to Mars and they could live happily after, right? And that's what I'm telling you. Everything has been done is opposite. Understand? There's a lot of information that were given was given to like to prophets and stuff like that. But there was a lot of overtake and things are being manipulated and stuff like that. King Solomon, Prophet Solomon, were given knowledge. Were given knowledge by God. And the saddest part is, on all of this, these people knew and have this information. Understand? And this information has been used against God because they know things. They know part of the creation and how things happen. Okay? Why do you think they shoot a laser into the sky? Laser, it changes the energy field of Earth and also of heavens. CERN, it changes the magnetic field of Earth. Okay, drilling and all of that. Okay, so who they working for? I think I've said enough. I'm just telling you. They are doing the opposite, working against God. That's what's the bottom line. So when they tell you to do this, do the opposite. You know what? Everything comes with, it's a sacrifice you make. You know what I mean? It's a sacrifice you make. And if they get so upset for you making a choice, which is God give us a choice, right to choose. God given us a choice. Why they all of a sudden they telling you, we're gonna do this to you against your will? God doesn't do that. So anyhow, I'm going to link a video in. I'm gonna link it in the bottom and in the comment section. Watch it, and you'll understand the symbolism they use. They use numbering. They use numbers. They use synchronization or synchronization of. They're using things that God uses. They uses stuff like that, but they're not doing it the right way. They're doing it. They're doing everything in the opposite way. Okay. And so that's what I'm telling you. So look at the number they're telling you. Like, you see all these numbers and you see all the stuff, and they take that and they spin it around to, the opposite. They do everything in the opposite. That why, the guy who died, the one who, what his name? What his name? The bald guy. He used to practice witchcraft. He went to Egypt. I know he was talking to entities and stuff like that, but he was doing everything in reverse in Egypt. And because when you do everything in reverse, you're working against God. This is the bottom line. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When you do everything in reverse, you are working against God. You are going against the grain, of our fabric. And there's another movie. It's called the Blue Beetle, where they said, Athena took on a human body, and she's the goddess of destruction, and they said that coming to Earth will make all the other gods go to war. There will be like a lot of mass annihilation. They will be fighting with each other, and there will be like a lot of havoc and a lot of things happening. Okay? So watch that movie too, the Blue Beetle. They were telling you in that movie. They said the mother, I can't remember her name, one of these actresses. She says, because the girl, she came from somewhere else. She flew in. Athena, or this child, she came from the sky. She was brought in to Earth by an angel, and this angel protected her, and he gave his life to protect her. And it was found by these two parents. They raised her and stuff. That the mother started to to see, or no, she didn't want it, Athena, the goddess of destruction, to take form. And so they invented a machine how to kill a god. It's, you watch the movie. Okay, I'm not gonna really, spoil the whole thing. But anyhow, watch that movie. You'll understand. When you hurt the body, in that movie, they're telling you that when they hurt in the body, they will bring in chaos, goddess of destruction, Athena. Okay, because one of the scene, he says, you know, it don't hurt her body because the goddess of destruction will be activated, will come alive. Anyhow, watch the movie, and I'm telling you, these people, they're not on our own team. They're not. They're not working for God. They're working for somewhere else. That's why they feel like empowered. Okay. Anyhow, that's all I want to say. Watch the movie and watch the video I'm going to link for you in the comment section, and you'll understand what I'm trying to say. Okay? All right. So, yeah, I hope this helps. And yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them to me in this comment section. I would really love to hear some feedback from my other target individuals, what they think, what I've said. Do you agree, disagree? You're entitled to your own opinion. If you tell me you disagree, I would not be upset, because I am not that kind of person who hold a grudge or go against anyone who do not believe in anything I've said, because God given us a choice. You understand? That's what is this comes from. I could never take your choice away. But I would love to hear why you don't agree, or why you agree, and stuff. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Thanks.